To discuss the chances of extending the 4-day ceasefire agreement joins me from Ramallah, Mr. Dimitri Diliani, the spokesperson of Fatah Reformist Democratic Faction. Thank you for joining us. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So thanks for having me.
Thank you. So, less than a day is left on the Gaza truce. Netanyahu said he would welcome the prospect of additional hostages being freed. Hamas said it was seeking to extend the truce by increasing the number of those released from prisons. What is your take on that?
I think this proves that the whole ordeal with the genocide being committed in Gaza has a political reasons behind it. It has nothing to do with military needs or security needs of the state of Israel. Netanyahu wishes to achieve as much political points as possible to kind of survive or make his political career survive. As we all know that he is tanking in all the polls, and he sees in his country's bloodthirst for war and more destruction in Gaza as a way to prolong his political life. I believe that Netanyahu at the end will not give up to international pressure or human reasoning or human values and stop this genocide in Gaza. He will continue his war crimes, his killing spree, because he knows deep down inside it satisfies his society's thirst for blood. And even he is bargaining now for a day here or a day there in the cessation of fire, temporary one. But I do not think that long-term cessation of fire is in his calculations at all, as also evident by his army officers' press statements and interviews that are blastering all throughout Israeli media. All they doing are talking about the blood and destruction that is coming on the way to Gaza.
Mr. Diliani, the whole world is pressuring Israel, and Israel is under enormous pressure to extend the ceasefire. But right now you said that even like the international pressure is not going to make Netanyahu extend the truce. So what is going to make him extend the truce?
I think that the international pressure is not complete without a forceful United States stance. But as we know that the Biden administration is just as complicit in the genocide in Gaza as any of the cabinet members. As a matter of fact, the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, participates in war cabinet meetings in Israel, which makes him a partner, and therefore his country a full partner in this war on Gaza's children. Therefore, as long as the United States and the White House administration do not feel internal pressure strong enough to relay that pressure on the state of Israel, I think there is no ceasefire until the Israeli society quenches his thirst for blood, which could mean thousands and thousands of more victims of Israeli genocide in Gaza. And this might not also be taking place on on the Gaza side also. The circle of Israeli genocide and terrorism might also be extended if Netanyahu sees that it's politically feasible for him to do so.
Okay. And a final point, if you may, what does the future hold for Gaza?
Well, at this moment, we are focusing on two things. One is to make sure that we are putting all we have in terms of international effort to raise the pressure on the state of Israel to halt its genocide against the Palestinian civilian population in Gaza. And two is to assure that as much as possible of humanitarian aid enters and gets distributed in Gaza through our organizational structure. Other than that, we are not really planning for the day after that. But whatever is coming for Gaza, it needs to be ruled through democratic means, and no one will allow the United States of America or the state of Israel to install a ruler for Gaza or bring about unelected leadership to rule Gaza. In other words, we will make sure that whoever is going to be carrying out the responsibilities in Gaza and the rest of the Palestinian territories in the West Bank, including East Jerusalem as well, because it's one political entity, is will do so with the approval and the choice of the Palestinian people and the Palestinian people only.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dimitri. We're going to have to leave it here. Thank you so much for your time.